Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Isa with Al-Hirz Institute, here with our beloved brother and student of Al-Hirz, Imran. Jazakallah khair for taking the time
Thank
to
you
come.
for having me. Alhamdulillah, barakallah fiqh.
Alhamdulillah. So, hearing from reverts is one thing, but hearing from people who were born Muslim is something else.
Right.
So, just tell me a little bit. I know that you went to Islamic school here, right?
Yes.
How was your experience, growing up as a Muslim in this
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Living in North Carolina, I went to Al-Iman school, which was a kindergarten through 8th grade school. And I went there for most of my life, I would say 7 years of my life. And it was a typical like science, math, and all the regular courses, but we had Islamic studies and Arabic. Alhamdulillah, there was a lot of benefit from it, but because of, with all the other focus on education and whatnot, and it wasn't deep enough when it came to Islamic studies and Arabic, and also just the trying to find people to even teach the subjects. Back when I was little, there wasn't a lot. So, Islam was kind of shallow when it came to the studies.
So Islam in the Islamic school was lacking.
Right. But alhamdulillah, subhanAllah, that's how it goes. But
yeah, I mean, this is the trend that we see all throughout the United States. But it seems like you managed. How was the transition from growing up in this bubble, of being around Muslims, maybe not purely Islamic environment, but you grew up around Muslims, and then you went to high school. How was that leap?
So, actually, I realized that no matter how not practicing, Muslims were, the fact that they had the shahada made a big difference. Because when you go to high school, the non-Muslims are different from the Muslims, man. And I'll tell you what, when I went there, it was a completely different experience. Completely different.
Shell shock?
Yeah, man. It hit like a car and a deer, man.
Man.
It was bad because, in an Islamic school, we're taught, give da'wah, do this, and if someone approaches you with drugs, don't do this. But it's very different when yeah, right.
And no one believes it.
And it's not scripted either.
Right,
so
right.
when it's not scripted, you don't know what to do because you were studying the script, you're studying how to do it, but then someone comes in with something new and that's it, you're done.
So what were some of the challenges you faced, in high school?
So as a brother, and I'm sure a lot of young brothers out there know what I'm about to say, girls, man. Girls are a big one.
Right.
Especially in this country, we're taught, go get a 4-year degree and get married, and you can't even be thinking about girls until that time comes.
Right.
And so we have all of this, energy and this, this urge, and it's all, bottled up, and we can't do anything about it. So when you send us to high school not prepared like that, man, the girls there, they don't hold back, with the dressing and stuff, and so you're gonna be struggling a lot, to not fall into the haram,
I see. So what helped you hold on? Did you stay tight? Did you drift? Did you come back? Like, we meet a lot of born Muslims who say, I started practicing Islam at, this age or something.
Right.
Did you kind of have that same experience, or?
Right, yeah, so, alhamdulillah, I went to the Masjid. When you go to the Masjid, there are good bros that, you have good experiences with. But there was always something that the Masjid did that just irked the young people like me. It was really like they don't understand us, right? And this usually comes from the fact that a lot of the people that run the Masjid are older and they come from other countries, right? Like Palestine, Pakistan, you name it. So they don't really get the lifestyle here. And so they never really hit us, when it came to khutbah, they didn't grab our attention like that. And they would do things that didn't really, that didn't scream like we're here to help you. But one thing that I gained a lot from going there was seeing, okay, I noticed that these brothers are going to Salah every day and they seem really happy. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hang out with these bros and see what makes them so happy, praying 5 times a day, getting up when I'm sleeping and praying Fajr, stuff like that. And another thing was also hanging out with a group of people who understood my background. Just like you, mashallah, brother Andrew, a couple of other brothers that grew up here and know the environment, but they're also on the path of Islam. So it helped them relate to me, and they were able to pull me in and show me the way.
I see.
Yeah.
So what piece of advice would you give, maybe we save something else for the uncles and aunties, but, just for your peers?
Right.
What would you advise them on?
If you're ever feeling like you're in a situation where you're helpless, I urge you to go to the masjid, and not just go to the masjid and do what Muslims usually do, which is pray and whatnot, but sit and find the gems in the masjid, the people who are truly there to connect with Allah, but also those who can connect with you as well. And I promise you, you will find those people. Usually the gems are the ones who are the quietest and the most low-key, but if you go seeking, Allah will give you, what you seek, right? So go and look for it in the masjid, and I promise you, by the will of Allah, you'll find your way.
Jazakallah khair for this excellent advice. And
thank you.
We ask Allah to make us from those who love His house,
Ameen.
And to put us around those whom He loves.
Ameen.
Allahumma ameen. Jazakallah khair for tuning into this. We hope to be able to bring and provide more inspirational stories like this and many more. وجزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الأماني حرزت للمنى الحبر فهمها متقبل قول من ذاق جنى شهدها لله ما عذب من هلا